back to the Lepherdcast. This is day 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas special. I'm here with Marcel Munoz, and it's going to be nice to have him on because he's a pretty interesting guy. I'm Michael Shepard.
I'm Randy Lee.
And I'm Marcel Munoz, communist.
Yeah. All right.
Here we are.
As you can tell by our voices, that we sound completely different. And
I'm actually A-okay.
I am pretty tired.
You sound very different.
I also got a sore throat as well.
very.
So you got to take that into consideration.
Who would like to start with their first topic?
You want to go?
Okay, I'll go first.
Like always.
Do it.
Number 1. Has war made us as a people better?
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
Because I am very much anti-war,
Mhm.
right? Like, on my jacket.
Yeah.
But obviously, during wartime, that's like a lot of advancements are made.
Yeah.
Technologically, right? So yeah, I guess in some ways, right, because of wartime circumstances, we are forced to develop new technology like walkie-talkies.
And sometimes that can help us develop more.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, one war that definitely, well, it wasn't around the entire world, it was in the United States, was the Civil War, and that it was the bloodiest conflict in United States history, but it made a turning point when we reconstructed from that.
Right, no slavery. That's
Yeah.
the thing about the Civil War. You see, I see the Civil War more as a revolution.
I guess that's
Because it's you're kind of overthrowing the system of chattel slavery, which was a really big economic system in the United States and all across the world, and you're in turn you're changing it into mercantilism or early capitalism.
Yeah, but one war I'd say that most likely did not help us out was definitely the Vietnam War.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
bad.
it
Well,
costed.
Napalm's great.
Yeah,
Napalm got some.
it costed the U.S. A lot of money.
Yeah.
And my grandfather was actually in the Vietnam War. And
Oh yeah.
he's still alive though.
Smoke a lot of weed.
I don't know what he did. I don't even know if he smoked.
Yeah,
but-
probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking because World War One, we're in agreement that World War One turned U.S. into a superpower.
It really did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, World War One basically ended monarchies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that prevented empires, or
Yeah.
I guess it.
So I mean, I guess in some ways it has, but like you can have technological advancements without war. Like a lot of Native American
That is-
societies, which didn't
that is
have
true.
war very often, depending on the society you're talking about, had actually more advancements in like medicinal and medicines and healthcare than Europeans did, because Europeans were really focused on killing each other.
all what is it? Something in a shell,
Something.
in a can.
I don't know, dude. I don't think they had kids.
No. I'm talking about like the metaphor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Something in a can. Oh yeah.
Yeah, not sure.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
I'm drawing blanks here. Something in a nutshell.
well, here's the thing. Like with World War One, it made the United States really like a world power, like you said.
Oh yeah.
But it also is like one of like almost the biggest events in humanity history, because it caused World War II, which is like its own major thing.
Right.
There's the Holocaust,
Yeah, bad.
and just Nazi Germany in general.
Right. So like that's bad.
Yeah.
So actually, World War One led to fascism. Like that's because that's how it started. It started
Yeah.
to
It's just the domino.
Yeah. So I guess in a nutshell, as you said.
Yeah.
I
So war, bad, but
no, I'm kidding.
some stuff that's good comes out of it, just like a little bit. So it's like it's like a yin and yang. So it's like overall it's bad.
When
but
there's
like,
bad,
there's a little bit of good in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you have to, it's like the phrase, you have to spend money to make money. You're going to have to make sacrifices, or you're going to have to kill some people in order to advance society. I'm not saying like I should go kill some guy outside just to be advanced, but I'm saying like you're going to have war to progress in humanity. Isn't
I kind of disagree, because I don't really agree with that, because obviously there's a very few amount of reasons why war happens, right? You either have cultural differences, you have land disagreements, or I feel like there's another one. I don't know.
A family feud. It's all of World War One.
Or yeah, family, or just
Yeah.
overall just conflict, right? war happens because of conflict, and I think just like now, like I don't think we really need war anymore. Like I don't think it's we don't. Let's just we have diplomacy. We can just talk it out. It's not that.
I think war really I think war stands for like a spark and change. Every single time there's a war, it sparks something brand new from starting up.
Yeah, something definitely changes, but the thing is that from a utilitarian perspective, it's just like not good. It kills a lot of people.
Because a lot of people die. A lot of people go hungry. They starve. They freeze to death.
It's just not good. I feel like we should have better ways of fixing it.
Yeah. Okay. On to your first topic.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh God.
All right, this is a big one.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. So socialism.
What is socialism?
So socialism is an economic so basically at its core, right? Like the 100% Marxist perspective of it, just at its core, socialism is when the workers in a society own the means of production. So the means of production is like your factories, your materials you need to do your job, and that's basically what it is. So comparing this to capitalism. Under capitalism, the people that own the means of production are like the big bosses, right? The big owners,
corporations,
or shareholders, people that own shares of the company.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to socialism, or in socialism, in Marxist theory, what would happen is that the workers would have collective ownership over the place that they work. So basically, instead of having a board of directors make all the decisions and basically control everything, set wages and everything, the workers would try to decide on these things democratically.
So there is democracy in socialism.
Yeah, 100%. Right? Yeah, absolutely.
That's why there's such a stark contrast between communism and socialism, right?
No.
Okay.
So we can talk about communism if you want, because again, socialism is the transitionary state between capitalism to communism. This is
in the middle.
This is Marxist-Leninist theory.
Yeah.
This is what Marxist-Leninism is.
Okay.
Communism is a stateless, moneyless, classless society. So think like Native Americans, I guess. That's kind of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't really been attempted outside of very, very small communes.
Yeah.
It's very similar to anarchism, which I know when you look at history class, you have fascism on one side and you have communism on one side.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do a really stupid thing and you draw it as a horseshoe, which is really dumb.
Venn diagram.
But actually it is. You have fascism on one side all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left you have anarchism or anarchy. And anarchism is an ideology, which it is basically just communism, which it's stateless, moneyless, classless, but it's more specifically it's the idea of order without rulers. Yeah. Very, very out there.
That sounds
ideology.
crazy, yeah.
But it is, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
very interesting.
You know what's funny is that I'm not usually educated in terms of these topics. So what I like to do is to just look at Randy the entire time. Because Randy, he's way smarter than me. I hate to say it, but I think he's smart.
Thank you. At the very least, thank you for that. Now, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Do you think, or where do you think, or what country would socialism be good to be applied? Would it be better to be applied in a fascist country, capitalist country, or a communist country?
What?
Where do you
what?
think? Where do you think?
Okay.
What country do you think would be the best?
So listen. So socialism,
yes,
is a socio-political ideology.
Yes.
Like capitalism. You cannot have socialism in a capitalist country.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
I'm saying, which country do you think can transition into socialism?
I think the countries that have, historically speaking, countries that have pre-existing democratic systems transition the best.
Okay.
Because you see, we can talk about the USSR and China.
Of course, whatever you want.
So,
what? That's legit what it's about.
Anyway. So, the thing about the USSR and China, the reason they had a really big authoritarian issue is because these guys have never had, there hasn't really been a democratic system in place. So it's really hard to get out of that, dude. In France, right? France had a monarchy for a while, and even after the French Revolution, they had some form of authoritarianism for like 300 years.
The reign of terror.
Yeah, it was bad. So
Let's extend this.
I think, this is my theory, because obviously we can't know, but I think that if the USSR actually went on for a longer period of time, there would actually been more reforms and it wouldn't have been authoritarian. I don't think it would have been like that forever.
Okay.
Just because it's really hard to transition out of, like, to transition to a more democratic system.
Yeah.
However, in areas like Bolivia or Chile, socialism was able to be enacted democratically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would be better to be established in a place with.
It would be easier.
Easier.
It's
Not better.
easier.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
But this is what, so I think that everybody should be a communist.
Okay.
Okay.
I think because obviously the core concepts of communism, right? Socialist, money-less, classless society. It's like the goal of this society is to kind of allow people to have the things that they need. So you can have food, clothing, shelter, water. Like you need these things to live.
Right.
Yeah.
And under capitalism, these things are not guaranteed to you. But the point of communism is to establish a system where these things can be guaranteed to you so we can do more of the stuff that we want to do.
Now, I personally think that, like, the way that capitalism works is that it's built off of, like, I don't want to say it in a primitive style, but, like, rewards are based off of, or, like, we get rewards, and the way that we work for it is dopamine based. You know what I mean? Like, when you work for something, you get a reward for it, so you feel better about doing that work and you work harder. At least in that sense, when it's applied, they work for it because they know that they can get rewarded, and you feel better doing that work to get a reward.
Not necessarily, because under capitalism, the things that you need to survive are not inherently guaranteed to you.
Mhm.
So people aren't working to get a reward, they're working to eat.
Yeah.
They're working so that they can actually stay alive.
Okay. So they're working for a motivation.
The motivation so that they don't die.
So they don't die.
Communism is like you shouldn't have to work for that. You should work for the betterment of human society.
So like basically what you're saying is just relying on the government to provide your basic survival needs.
It's not necessarily relying on the government because you also work, right? You already put in work, so why shouldn't you have the stuff you need? Why should you be struggling?
So this is like going back to basics, huh?
Yeah, so it's like why should you have to worry about eating or having a house or like anything when you have a
Your
own society?
9-to-5 pays for you instead of having to worry about other sources of income.
Yeah, so you can do other stuff that you want to do, right?
That makes sense.
Because I don't think everybody wants to work all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Like even if you like your job, you don't want to do that all the time. You want to spend time with your family. You want to hang out with your friends.
Unless it's your dream job.
Even then, dude.
Yeah, fair.
Like being a lawyer, dude, I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah, but you don't want to be a lawyer all the time. It's like it's about basically. I mean, it's like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Communism is Star Trek.
I never watched it. I'm sorry.
Oh, so in Star Trek they don't have money
Oh.
because how in Star Trek they have
500 cigarettes.
they have the thing that literally just gives them stuff. And I think we should have Star Trek. I think we should do that.
Yeah, if we had something like that, of course.
I think we should work towards that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I think everybody should be a communist because it's like kind of benefits everybody.
Yeah, fair.
So it's like we should work towards that because Star Trek's pretty cool, so we should do that.
I guess one of the most difficult things about it is when you want to treat something like this, try to get everyone to become a communist.
Yeah,
We've already had so much traditional and cultural
Absolutely.
divides.
absolutely. I
Right? With
understand.
the East and the West, it's impossible for us to try and unite after all these 100 years of just straight conflict.
I know. Obviously, the Cold War did like a huge number on like making communism look really bad.
Yeah.
And like obviously, like I'm not saying let's be communist right now. Let's like get rid of money and all that stuff. I'm saying like this is a goal. This is like
Let's work towards something.
let's do this, right? So let's all be communists and hang out and be friends.
Yeah, I understand.
Communism is like, why can't we all just get along, guys? That's literally what it is to a certain extent.
Interesting.
It's a great topic.
Good stuff.
Just got a minute
Well,
left.
still got a minute, so let's try to fill this up.
Okay. And do you guys have any more questions about socialism and/or communism?
Do you favor those over capitalism?
Do I think that
Or,
they're
sorry.
better?
Yeah, do you think they're better?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. So in Marxist theory,
What is Marxist, whatever that is?
so so you know how in Animal Farm when what's his name? Do you know Old Major?
Yeah,
He does like his speech and stuff, and he talks about a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
And like the animals make their take his ideas and create an ideology off of that.
Mhm.
That's what Marxism is.
Okay.
You're basically just taking the stuff that Marx and Engels said, and you're kind of just like
Working on.
yeah, basically. Marxism is like a framework to look at history towards and like capitalism as a whole. So basically in Marxist theory, capitalism was like it was good. It was a good progression from feudalism, which like really sucked, right? However, from capitalism we have to keep going, right? We have to keep progressing to socialism and further communism.
I stopped it at 10 on the dollar.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I'm just going to like
So
that.
that's why I think it's better. I think it's just a progression of humankind.
Okay. On to your first
On
topic.
to my first topic are crises, however you want to say it.
Crises.
Are they exploited? COVID-19, as you guys remember, which felt like just yesterday. How long ago was that? Like
4 years, 5 years.
4 years and 5 years, give or take.
Yeah.
5 to 4.
6 to 7.
You guys would consider that like a crisis?
I would say it's a crisis.
Crisis. In ways, crisis can be exploited is like generating fear, but in this way, it's pretty interesting. But as you know, during COVID, people were staying at home like a lot more.
Yeah.
And that made gave online companies or companies that like deliver these like doorstep like Amazon, so on and so forth. It gave them like
Bolstered them.
yeah, they did that, and they legit made a huge profit off of a crisis going around the world. So that brings a question: do you think crises, whatever crises, do you think they are exploited?
Yeah, I think that if the opportunity arises for a company under capitalism, they will, if it makes them profit, which is the point of capitalism, they'll go do it.
Yeah. Is it wrong to want to get profit during a crisis?
Depends on how you do it.
Like how?
If you're like
if you're like if you're like Nestle and you go to like
go to Africa.
If you go to Africa and you tell the African woman there that you're a baby, like that you're a doctor, and they should take your baby formula and you give them baby formula and free water so that their babies depend on the baby formula, and then you leave and their water is dirty, so then the babies get diseases and like deficiencies because they rely on the baby formula and not on breast milk. That's like
also
really bad.
Like all of that one plant company who made Roundup Ready seeds, there was a whole thing for like 30 years where they just ran over all agriculture.
Yeah, so it's like it depends on what you do, dude. Like I think that Amazon, like I don't like Amazon for different reasons, but I think if they got money because you can't go outside, I think that's I think it's a big deal because it's like,
is it
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah,
like Zoom became a thing because it's like people couldn't go outside, so it's like it's not bad.
Yeah, they didn't exploit it because of that. They just provided another means of talking.
But I understand what you mean. Like politicians can exploit crises. Like I don't know if like right wingers being like, oh dude, you don't wear a mask, you're gonna get like freaking cancer and autism.
Don't take the vaccine.
Don't take the vaccine. You can exploit that to push ideology too.
Yeah.
But dude, freaking Hitler exploited World War I as the German
he used it as a
depression as a crisis to establish
he did
fascism.
bolster his economy though.
He also killed 6 million Jewish people.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah. He also did fascism, which is also bad.
That was pretty bad. But he did recover his economy.
He also did fascism.
And then right after that, it became pretty bad. Right after he fixed the economy, he just went straight downhill from there.
Yeah. So fascism not good. Yeah.
Pretty bad.
How come you don't like Amazon? Why is that?
Just overall exploitation of the workers. I don't like Jeff Bezos. I don't like billionaires because I'm a communist. Because I don't think you can be an ethical billionaire. Like ethically speaking, there's no actual way to become a billionaire.
But what if you won the lot? No, that's a stupid question.
So you think that there shouldn't really be billionaires?
I don't like. I think if we stopped, if we put in policies to stop exploitation, or in socialism, there wouldn't be billionaires because there wouldn't be a way for someone to get that much money.
Unless
Like-
it was by underhanded means.
Yeah, because you just can't do it. It's so much money, dude. It's unbelievable.
Well, of course,
insane amount
it's
of
a
money.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Then should we apply that logic to millionaires? Because millionaires can have $999 million,
I saw. I
which
saw-
is $1 less than having a
I know.
billion.
I know. I mean, I think it's like a range. I think it's like a spectrum.
Spectrum.
But I saw a fucking like Tumblr post that's like, I think if you get like $900 million, you should get a trophy that says I won capitalism, and
I want
every-
capitalism.
all the other money you get goes to like social services.
Yeah.
But you get the trophy.
Yeah,
You won capitalism. You did
That's
it. Good job.
very, very interesting.
No, but I think it's more of a spectrum, like of like. I don't
Because
know.
like you could be a very successful businessman who's honest and be a millionaire. It's just like
It's just like
billions of dollars is like that's
it's just like
next.
how much. It's like a spectrum, dude. Like it's.
So should they, like, if they do reach $1 billion, what should they do with it then?
I don't know, dude. What do you?
They,
what,
they,
what
can't,
would,
they can't get to $1 billion. That's the problem.
yeah, I mean, like it's just not gonna happen inherently because of just
Goodness forbid.
no
they try.
exploitation.
Bro, you get one more chance.
I don't get another chance.
It's
That's
just-
point
Yeah,
zero
yeah,
seven.
yeah. We
Let me
got
do it.
one.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Try it. Try it.
It'll put you at like 05.
Yeah,
Oh, 04. I was right.
You were wrong. You said 05.
Yeah, 05.
Okay.
On to Randy's
On to
second
mine.
topic.
All right.
What makes people like heavy metal? Now, I don't mean this in any type of bad sense. I mean this
Yeah.
in like what makes people enjoy.
So here's the thing. I don't listen to heavy metal. Like I'm not a heavy metal
Good.
fan.
Not good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nice. That's good for you.
I don't.
No offense to anyone who likes heavy metal.
Yeah, I'm not a heavy metal fan. So
Okay, I heard that from Bennett Chandler. It's on me.
yeah, dude. Wrong. This isn't heavy metal.
Metal in general.
This isn't metal.
Metal in general.
This isn't
Like the
metal.
material?
Rock in general.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This isn't rock. Anyway.
R&B in general.
Anyway, heavy metal. I mean, it's cool. I like it sounds good.
Nice.
You know, it sounds good. You know.
This is a song about.
I mean, okay. You see,
Oh my god.
you see,
bro. Remember to blur that part out, man.
Cannibal Corpse. So Cannibal Corpse is a death metal band. Okay. But death metal bands don't actually talk that much about like gory stuff and like
Yeah.
That's a
shooting blood and that. Like they don't. That's actually not a very common thing for death metal.
Of course.
That's
Yeah.
usually reserved for something called brittle slamming death metal or gore grind. These are the two genres that really talk about that stuff.
How many branches are there to metal?
Do you want me to write it on the whiteboard, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Wait, they don't even know there's a whiteboard there.
Yeah. How many? Take a wild guess.
Oh my god. I'm gonna highball it. I'm gonna say 80. It's a lot.
80. Oh my.
If we're counting the subgenres of punk and then off-branding punk, the emo and goth, it's a lot.
That's crazy.
You know what's funny is I always thought like rock, like the music genre. I've always and heavy metal, whatever. It always
rock.
to me sounded like a brick in a washing machine.
I think
That's like.
I
legit
think
what
you've
it's
never
always
listened to heavy metal. Heavy metal is very metal.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not like the usual guy. I don't really like music that much. Like seriously, I am not a huge music guy. In fact, I like the sound of my thoughts more, or the AC blasting rather than music. Just
Maybe you should get into noise.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not really tapped into
Listen to
No,
whales.
So you should listen to noise music. That's a thing.
noise.
music. White noise.
Like yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. White noise.
Sort of. Or you can listen to lowercase.
What is lowercase?
What is lowercase?
So lowercase is like it's like minimalism but music. So it's like it's like
It's like a different tone.
sort of. There's this guy, I forgot his name, but he has an album where it's like 40 minutes of him like clinking light bulbs together with different effects on it, and that's the album. Or like this
Wow.
one person, she has an album called I think it's like The Exploration or something, and it's like she got to like a river and like was recording the plankton crossing the river, and that's the album. It's great. I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I guess
Whatever you gotta do.
the only white noise that I really like, well, two of them actually, and one of them is pretty common, is rain. And I like the sound of my fan as well. It legit helps me sleep.
I think you should listen to Hanatarash.
What is that?
They're a Japanese danger music band.
Oh, Japanese.
Danger music.
What is danger?
It's music that's dangerous.
Like,
So basically, Hanatarash is a very interesting band. It's So they were a noise band, but
Yeah.
they had very eccentric stage performance, and they would make you sign forms before you went to their concerts.
Huh.
Because I mean, one of the things
They just shooting the.
the guitarist of that band, which he didn't really play guitar, but his guitar was made out of glass, so he would smash it on stage, and it would cut people, or they would like shake cages.
Did people like cheer for that?
Yeah, the people. If you look at their shows, the people are just like.
I can name a concert that was very dangerous. And his name starts and his last name is Scott.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Anyway, so the thing that Entourage is very famous for, which this is like their big thing, and what got them really popular, is they drove a bulldozer through the music venue.
What?
They drove a bulldozer through the music
Did
venue.
anyone die to that?
They might have, I don't know.
What?
Redacted.
That's crazy. Redacted.
No, like they drove a bulldozer through it, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people do you think have died to danger music?
Like 3.
Like when you say danger music, I thought like it was like at first I thought like the song was like telling you to do things that could harm
No,
yourself.
it's like the
Yeah, I thought it
musicians
was
actually like punch you in the face.
Dang, I gotta like wear like a whole like SWAT.
You should start paying people to sit in the front row.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
No, that sounds like a good.
So, but this is also just noise music. Noise music isn't really related to metal, but they kind of intertwine sometimes, like for no wave or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, extend this.
Oh no, it's fine.
I can keep going.
You can keep going.
I didn't even talk to you about Crasher Crust, dude. This is a Crasher Crust noise band.
That's crazy. Well, maybe we could talk about that.
27 minutes.
Later.
27.
Really? Yeah, it says 27
Oh
minutes.
wow, we're going fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now on to
your topic.
Is it?
No,
your
mine is-
topic.
Oh, okay. We're
Your
talking
second
about
topic.
capitalism. So I don't like capitalism. I
right.
think it's bad.
Do you think the motives to being in a capitalist society are good or bad?
I think they're bad, depending no matter what your class is. So if you're a member of the proletariat, right? You work
Bourgeoisie.
to live. We already talked about this. You work so that you can have
Yeah.
so you can eat. If you're a member of the bourgeoisie, your goal is to amount as much profit as you physically can.
Make a lot of money.
That's
how they
the
do it.
entire point. And nowadays people are making so much money that they don't even have the money. It's like abstract concepts.
Yeah.
Like Elon
It's
Musk.
like just
It's
paper
all
at this
loans.
point.
It's all loans. It's not even paper.
Credit.
It's not even real.
Yeah.
It's all loans in the bank. That's like it's like technological. It's all about shares.
All about what you technically don't have.
Yeah. So it's stupid. It's stupid. I don't like it.
It's crazy though.
And I think that capitalism leads to a lot of bad stuff, like climate change. Because I mean, we could have more sustainable sources of energy and just more sustainable
Nuclear. I
kinds
love
of.
nuclear.
Oh, nuclear energy.
Bennett's a big nuclear fan.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
But but the issue with this is that it loses the oil and gas companies' money.
Mm-hmm.
And under capitalism, it's like, in order to make it sustainable, right? These companies need to grow every single year. They have to have like their GDP has to keep going
They
up.
have to go up and up.
And the issue with this is that we have finite resources, so it's just not inherently sustainable. And that's how we get climate change, because the oil and gas companies need to keep making more money, so they lobby Congress people to vote against renewable
They
energy
fund them
sources.
so much that they have to vote for them. Like
Yeah.
shareholders having so much shares.
Yeah.
Vanguard.
BlackRock.
Do you guys know about Blackstone?
No, I don't.
Blackstone?
Oh,
What is
it's-
Blackstone?
Blackstone is like peak evil capitalism. Okay.
Like
Okay.
worse than Nestle?
Worse than BlackRock. So it's like I think they're connected in some way, because
Yes,
BlackRock's an
BlackRock.
investment company. Blackstone's like an actual
Physical company.
sort of, I think.
Wait, hold on. Before you take me, I'm going based on memory. But Blackstone, what they do is they buy up houses or properties, right?
Oh,
and
they're-
rent them out.
Oh,
They caused the recession, dude.
Yeah.
They bought up all that. In some communities, they would buy all the houses, and they can just raise the prices, dude. This is like, I think we learned
But
about
what about
this.
squatters' rights?
Squatters.
If they own so many houses in one area, you could just stand there for like a year and then you'll have it, right?
I don't think that's how that works.
They don't enforce
I
it.
think-
Some
That's
got
what,
that
you
in some
call,
states.
that's what they're called monopoly, right? What they're doing.
It's monopolized.
Yeah, so it's like bad. That's capitalism. Bad.
Do you think monopolizing is bad?
Yes, I
Yes.
think it is bad. I think it is bad.
I think that's
I don't.
the
I don't.
consensus
yeah,
in
no,
it.
I don't think
Okay.
one person should own an entire industry. I think that's bad. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, good sir.
No problem. Temporary break.
Are you gonna pause it?
No, you're good.
No. Okay.
Let's continue this report.
So yeah, capitalism is bad. I think we should so another big part of socialism is the suppression of markets, which means like certain markets, because capitalism requires everything to be a freaking market. So like healthcare,
Water,
social services,
food,
water,
mm-hmm.
Whatever, right? So the decentralization of markets would make it to that, stuff like healthcare isn't like commercialized. You don't have to pay for it. It's not like a thing that a company owns. Because you go to like the drugstore and there's like 5 different kinds of the same drug and they're all called different names. I think it's just really stupid.
Now, what if there was a society where money could buy other things, but food and water and healthcare were free?
That's socialism.
That is socialism?
That's kind of socialist, yeah. That's kind of what that is.
What led you?
Like what, commodities?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is.
What led you to the belief that or your opinion that capitalism is bad?
Well, stuff like, obviously you see a lot of effects of capitalism, right? Like homelessness, poverty, inequality. But really, into this kind of thinking, a lot of punk music is very anti-capitalist. Even metal music is also very anti-capitalist. And they talk a lot about that. There's a lot of Marxist punks.
Yeah.
It's just music. Music made me a communist.
Music. Wow.
Yeah.
I heard that back in the 70s or so, an oil company, they I think it was just like Standard Oil. I don't know what it is.
I don't
but,
know.
The conglomeration of the oil companies. Do you want to continue this?
If you want to, that's fine.
Yeah. The conglomeration of the oil and gas companies. They created posters or propaganda that was anti-nuclear.
Yeah.
And the anti-nuclear propaganda, I believe it flung us back 40 years in terms of development simply because of the posters and advertisements that they ran against nuclear.
Yeah,
Like
capitalism.
the three-eyed fish coming from nuclear.
Capitalism bad.
I guess you can't make that claim.
Capitalism
I suppose.
also, capitalism also led to the freaking exploitation of the third world, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's the United States and other, in England and other very capitalist countries, they have overthrown third world countries that try to nationalize themselves and try to become their own, and try to, become more, not rely on them.
Yeah, become isolationist.
And they freaking coup their leaders and establish fascism. This happened in Chile, actually. So as I was telling you, Chile was able to establish socialism democratically. They elected a socialist president. His name was Salvador Allende, and he was really cool.
Nice.
Good stuff. And he was nationalizing the Chilean industry.
Then what happened?
And the CIA killed him. And they made it fascist. They established this guy called Pinochet. I don't know if you guys know him.
That sounds familiar. With a T at the end, right?
Yeah, he's fascist. He's a fascist guy. They also did this in Iran. This is why Iran hates us so much, dude. I swear to God. Iran had, I think they had they had an autocracy for a while. And then they established kind of a democratic leader. And it wasn't socialist, but it was democratic. But the thing is that England, and I think America too, they get a lot from Iran's industry. So they killed the leader and they established a fascist guy. And so Iran elected a leader that would get that guy out, but that leader kind of sucked. So that's why Iran kind of sucks right now. But that's also why they hate us, because we kind of ruined their country.
Yeah, to America. That's what they say.
Something that happened in Congo, and freaking Indonesia.
Puerto Rico?
I don't think so. We own Puerto Rico, so.
Oh, yeah, I figured before that.
Maybe? I don't know.
Something
That's why Cuba hates us too.
Yeah.
That's also why most communist countries hate us, because we try to, kill them off as soon as possible.
I am Brent.
Also, there's also a big reason why. Because one of the biggest critiques that anti-socialists have against, and a question I get asked all the time, is China. China bad, so communism bad. And I'm like, or just any country, dude. Freaking Venezuela, no iPhone.
See that place?
Cuba.
Russia, man, it uses a little bit of socialism, and you see that? It's not doing too good. That
Russia's
means
capitalist
it's
right
evil.
now. Russia's pretty capitalist right now.
Socialist.
They're capitalist.
Better dead than red.
Anyway, the reason that a lot of these countries become super authoritarian, like North Korea, for example, is just because of outside influence. So they feel the need to centralize themselves, because if they don't, they get freaking murked. Okay. Again, Salvador Allende, he didn't centralize. Like he didn't anticipate. He didn't want to become more authoritarian to protect the country. So he got freaking murked. Same thing with Thomas Sankara. Great guy, awesome guy, super cool. He got freaking murked. The Evo Morales, the president of Bolivia, who was also socialist, gets freaking murked. So unless you become authoritarian, you become super centralized.
Isolationist.
Yeah, then you get murked by the United States. So so that's why North Korea is the way it is.
Yeah.
Because we carpet bombed them like 500 times. Dude, do you know what the most bombed country in history is?
Laos.
Yeah. Did I tell you about this already?
No, I told you in Korea, remember?
I told you.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are the most bombed country. They were bombed
Per
700 times by the United States.
Wasn't that just like a casualty of Vietnam War?
No, I think Laos was
Oh, that was
doing.
something else with the Hmong people in the Secret
Yeah,
War.
I think Laos was having a socialist revolution. The United States was like, socialism bad. We don't want that. So they bombed them 700 times.
We also sent in Hmong people from
Yeah.
Vietnam.
So like, a big reason why socialism isn't super successful a lot of the time, or it just taps authoritarian qualities, is just because of the fear of invasion. And once you centralize, it's kind of hard to uncentralize.
Yeah. I can see like a flaw in capitalist countries is that politicians can be swayed by corruption. They're much more capable of being swayed by corruption simply because of, money being a very important asset and being king.
Yeah.
And it could control certain political decisions.
Yeah, capitalism just ultimately leads to more exploitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, point
So
oh
mad.
one.
0.01.
Bro, I wish my throat wouldn't be so bad.
Oh.
37 minutes.
37 minutes?
37
Okay.
minutes.
We're going fast.
We are going
Well,
fast.
these usually go pretty fast. I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I mean, our episodes, which are half an hour, they go by like in like a breeze.
Yeah, it's like, feels like it's nothing. Now, ooh.
Neuralink.
Neuralink?
Yep.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't study for this.
Neither did I.
Alright.
So.
The future, onto my second topic, the future of Neuralink. So as we know, Neuralink is a chip, I believe, something inserted into your brain to send signals to it to compute, or not compute, to send commands to a computer. Is mainly used for people who have disabilities that can't really...
Paraplegics?
Paraplegics,
Vegetables.
something like that. What is it? It's like to, like for example, move a mouse on a computer, type some things in.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, and with Neuralink, it's like currently only, it's very early in its birth. It's not like oh my gosh, I can just like analyze everyone's brain right now. It's not like that yet, but what is it? It's only really used for people who are disabled, and that brings a question though. What is the future of Neuralink going to look like now? In the future, because when we first developed the TV, it's not the best because we have not had enough time as we had for a printing press to perfect it. So what if 100 years in the future, how do you think the Neuralink would work? Do you think that we'd be able to like telepathically communicate with others?
Maybe maybe more susceptible to terrorist attacks.
Exactly, like a cyber attack.
A lot more.
Freaking DDoS.
Zip bomb. Hundreds of petabytes. Dude, that'd be villainous, bro.
That'd be great. Oh man.
Completely fried.
I think Neuralink has like two branches of thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, it's 1984 because you're just because the surveillance is in your freaking brain. Okay.
China has it.
China's not even really that social.
Yeah. I know.
They do have 90% home ownership though.
Anyways, so about the Neuralink, what were you saying?
So one side is 1984, where it's like because the monitoring device is in your freaking brain.
Yeah.
Other side, it's like we're all telepaths and we all communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be like something in between that. It's always gonna be something.
Yeah, so I think it's I don't know. Depends if we have capitalism still or not.
For the bad citizens,
I doubt capitalism is going to be like in 100 years.
Yeah, probably.
So about Neuralink, so far only the brain can send, or I forgot exactly what it is, it sends messages to the Neuralink, which translates it to a command on like a computer, for example, since it's electronic, right? We have yet to see it receiving the other way back. We have yet to see a computer receiving it to our brain, or another Neuralink receiving it to another Neuralink. We have not documented that yet. So, if that ever occurs, if let's say like you can get a Neuralink installed in your brain, even if you weren't disabled, would you get a Neuralink?
No, I don't think
I personally
I don't think I would. I just don't think I would need one.
What if you gave somebody a Neuralink and then lobotomized them?
Exactly.
What would happen then?
I guess they're just your own mind controlling dummy, really. Probably, but I don't know. They still gotta eat, sleep, drink, repeat. The drink, I'm not talking about water, like
Eat,
like
sleep,
pure alcohol.
Game, repeat.
I know, like they could just like grind a video game for you.
Civ 6. You know the guy who got the Neuralink? He just played Civ 6 like all day long.
Wow.
Like he spent it all night just playing Civ 6. He loved it so much.
Obviously, well, like in like tournaments, like let's say like gaming tournaments, I would probably like.
Ooh, you can make like very fast sporadic movements.
Yeah,
because
course.
you like physically move much slower than you react.
Oh, of course, right.
It's like 1,000th of a second versus 100th of a second. Or something like
Exactly. Right. That also brings up other concerns. If Neuralink, we could actually telepathically communicate with others. You would see a lot, assuming minors would be able to have it.
Oh God.
Oh
no.
God.
That'd be horrible.
You could easily like cheat in school and whatnot. So
There would be less teachers.
less teachers because you could just send the information to their brain. However, that also means
No, not like that. I mean, like, there'd probably some pedophiles found out.
Oh wow. I was
if you see
not
him thinking about like
Maybe it's not a good. I think we should have the stuff that's in our brains like separate.
maybe keep that away because
Maybe let's like not do that. I think that's like not a good idea actually.
that'll shut out.
I think we should have like our brains be like personal.
Let's block it. Let's be allowed a choice to turn it on.
Let's do like airdrop. That's just what airdrop is.
Yeah.
Just airdrop something.
An airdrop 25 bajillion terabytes.
I really hope that Neuralink, if we don't perfect it as much as we've perfected the TV so far, because TVs are
Or maybe like screen into our wrist like those video games.
I feel that will make us like the people from WALL-E.
Yes, it will.
That's kind of what I'm scared of.
It's 100% what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you forgot to stop it.
Oh.
What, you gotta click it.
Oh,
I should have stopped at 5.
Yeah, now you
All right, on to Randy Lee's third topic. Wait, I'm turning the camera. It's maybe like 42 minutes. Oh, we're at 43 minutes.
Oh, nice. On to my third topic,
Which would be
Israeli affairs in the Middle East.
Israeli affairs in the Middle East.
Now, I'm getting a lot of this from both sides of the news, which is horrible because it's either CNN or Fox, and I don't know anyone in between that. I have horrific sources.
Okay,
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, of course.
Now I know that when the U.S. tried to intervene and they shut down all the uranium plants or anything involving radioactive or nuclear energy in Iran, when we shut that down, a couple months later, a couple weeks later, Israel tried to keep striking them even after we tried to have a no shoot or
ceasefire.
Ceasefire. There you go. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, not good. Don't do that.
That's insane.
Naughty.
Yeah, I'm not really the biggest Israel fan. I'm not big. I don't really like Israel.
Neither am I.
Yeah, they're kind of like committing a genocide, so that's like not good.
It's not that good.
You don't really want to do that.
They're also just fucking people outside of their own country.
Well, their country
outside of their country. Not like I'm not saying that their country is their country.
Oh, okay.
In terms of the Gaza, I mean like outside of their
territory.
like their territory.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
It's pretty crazy how much of a nuisance they are to the rest of the Middle East for no reason. Andrew Shepard.
Oh wow.
Is that?
Yeah, that is my brother. You guys just keep on talking.
Okay.
Yeah. The weather.
So Israel, huh?
They control the.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How long is this gonna take? I gotta go to my Elders of Zion meeting.
Oh, don't worry. This ends in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
My Founders Club also started.
Okay.
My masonry meeting.
your Freemasons Club. Well, and there's one actually in where I live.
Oh yeah, you live near your army, right?
No.
I've always driven by that. I've always wondered what that is.
There's one near your army.
No, there's another one. I live in downtown
There's
Tucson.
2.
Yeah, there's a Freemasons Club next to. There's like a huge gate.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Makes you think.
Yeah, it's freaky, man. I don't. There's no Freemasons under communism.
Well,
At this point.
the only thing I really know, like the only like education I have in like Israeli or not Israeli Israel is how like it's a stereotype that they control the world and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like recently, I think it was some Twitter account, it's some Homeland Security thing.
Oh god.
Elon Musk made it so that their location would be shown, or it wouldn't be shown. You know, beforehand it showed that the account was based in Israel, but then later changed to the United States, and then later changed to just not be turned at all for federal accounts or accounts related to the government.
Uh-huh.
Now, honestly, the internet in general, like, just says that, oh, Jews run society. Why does my car run bad? I don't know. Like that I don't know song. Like, it is like one of like
Oh
the
god.
biggest internet jokes that Jews have caused.
Oh, man, it's really cold today.
Well, it's
Everything. You know?
well, that's just an inherent stereotype of Jewish people.
Yeah, it has been for a long time.
Which sucks because I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Quarter. Half.
Half. Yeah. No, but yeah, Israel is they're doing some messed up stuff.
Yeah.
I'm anti-Israel. I don't like Israel. Bad. Free Palestine. You know.
However, we are not. Praise Benjamin
Whoa, dude! Oh my god.
We can't get canceled.
Oh man. I know you guys are white, so you're fine.
Yeah. So like, it's just that one thing I really on the internet especially is that I hate the amount of hate that Jews get in people from Israel just in general. I mean, it's not relating to what's happening in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Not that. I'm just saying like in general.
Oh well, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism is bad. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anti-Semitism is not anti-Zionism. It's different.
Yeah. Like here's the funniest thing as well. So there's a joke that with money that Jews love money, right?
Oh.
It's a huge joke.
Do you know why? Do you know where that comes from?
What?
So in like the Middle Ages, so Jews, the reason that comes from is because Jews have like have historically been in the baking industry.
Yeah.
And it's just because historically they weren't allowed to do anything else. It's just that in the Middle Ages, Christians were not able to lend money to each other because of like I don't know.
So their trade was.
So they were like, oh hey, you do it instead. So it's a loophole.
And then they were just like, yeah. So you guys are bad.
so they do the only job they're allowed to do. And then they're like, they become they're agents of Satan or something.
What do you mean I have no money?
So that's where that comes from. That's where the Jew money thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
Jews good, Israel bad. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. We have 1 second to stop it.
And with this, sorry, I don't think we have the time to
You
continue.
you got one more attempt. You
I
can
know
do
it. That's .06. That's
You
not
can do it. You can do it.
0.07.
Oh,
Wow.
0.09.
All right.
With that is day 9 of the 12 Days of Christmas special.
Day 8.
Or
Day 8.
Day 8. Yeah, sorry. I'd like to thank Marcel for coming out.
Oh, wait, we're not gonna do the other topic?
I don't think we can. It's already 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
48 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.
Wait, hold up.
I don't say that often.
Do you have a name that rhymes with your name? An adverb. Because currently we're on the 7th day of Christmas. Carbonda gave to me 7 Diegos jumping. 6. No. It's 7 Noe's nutting. 6 Diegos jumping. 5. What is it? 5 Max's.
Monday.
Yeah, 5 Max's munting. 4 Kyle's kirking. 3 Bennett's balling. 2 Chizer's chirping. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh God.
Now, what is yours for day 8?
Oh God.
Marcells munting.
Yeah, that's alliteration, by the way.
Thank you.
I don't know, dude.
I also am illiterate.
No, illiterate.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, what's your
Illiterate.
middle name? We could probably use that.
Emiliano.
Emiliano.
That's a mouthful, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Marcells,
Munching.
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 Oh.
Munching
Hey,
on
Marcells munching.
socialism. The socialist play.
Munching on Marxism.
Okay, so on the 8th day of Christmas, Carbonda gave to me 8 Marcells munching, 7 Noe's nutting, 6 Max's
No.
6 Diego's jumping, 5 Max's munting, 4 Kyle's kirking, 3 Bennett's bawling, 2 Chizer's chirping, and a partridge in a pear tree. And with that, I'll see y'all in in a day. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Diego's at the door as we speak.
See you now.
Yeah.
Not Diego. Yeah, you get it.
No, Dylan.